Hi everyone, I'm back to New Vegas. I think today I'm just gonna dismiss Niner and get Boone right away. Like, I don't want to even risk doing the next stage of Niner's quest because there is a chance that it will bug out and I don't want to deal with it. So Niner, I'm sorry, bud.
Denver triple dog. Jet to take you up, steady to bring you back down, then psycho for the hell of it. You game? Try not to kill anything.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. That's the stuff. Fuck that, man. I ain't doing shit today.
Well, we might
We'll
not
deal with it
have a
tomorrow.
chance at all.
I'm heading to a new dimension.
Okay, I guess maybe we're just stuck with that.
Fucking make me number one.
Because now I can't dismiss him. Dang it. Well, because I think now the next thing that's going to happen is he's going to sober up and then get into it. So we'll just go talk to Boone. Hopefully the mod I installed that fixes a lot of Niner's bugs will fix that. I remembered it does, but there's no guarantees. I really like the Niner mod a lot, in fact. And I think that the person who developed it did a really good job with the voice acting. Like, the sound quality is really good for his voice lines. I don't know what his accent is, but it's part of the charm. You know, there's a lot of companion mods where you just... I will say the bar is really low, okay? And Niner meets and exceeds that bar in just about every way, except for the fact that it's really buggy. And people have made mods to address those bugs. You know, there are more in-depth Willow, like Willow and Russell are other really good companion mods that people love. They're not my favorites. I'm not a big fan of Russell. I have a friend who's really into Willow. She's just not my, not for me.
Welcome. Come on in.
But if you don't play New Vegas and you're looking for some other companions beyond just the vanilla companions, check out Russell and Willow.
Welcome to the Dino Bite gift shop. My name's Cliff. If you're here for the T-Rex figurines, you're just in time. There's still a few left.
Like I got a cat hair on my face. Ugh. Ugh.
Well, there's T-Rex figurines, of course. That's our bread and butter. We also have an assortment of the Repcon factory souvenirs, rockets, things of that nature.
What about supplies and guns? Do you sell those?
Guns? Well, yeah, I guess I might have a few. Darn it, no one ever buys the T-Rexes.
Tell me more about the souvenir rockets.
They're scale replicas of the real thing. Very detailed. Got a liquid in them that makes them glow. From what I hear, Repcon used to give them out on tours of their HQ up in Henderson. But I guess they had to stop after the first few kids thought they were filled with Nuka-Cola and drank it down. The papers had a name for the condition and everything. They called it the Repcon Shakes. Those were bad times for Robco.
How did they end up here?
Well, they unloaded what they had left on the Dino Bite as a tax write-off, but that was before my time. Plenty of demand for them, seeing as how they're one-of-a-kind collector's items, but I might still have some in back.
He's got a lot of them in back. I don't want to play a game of Caravan. I'd like to see what you've got for sale. He's got a good gun for sale, if I remember correctly.
Sure thing. Have a look. Come back soon now.
So he's got a few good guns. And he's got... he's got a bunch of those back there.
God damn it. Don't sneak up on me like that. What do you want?
Turn him down on my headphones. Just looking around. Just looking around.
There's nothing up here.
There's a sniper.
I think you better leave.
Do you treat everyone around here like this?
Wait. You just got into town. Maybe you shouldn't go. Not just yet.
So now you want something from me.
I need someone I can trust. You're a stranger. That's a start.
You only trust strangers?
I said it was a start. This town, nobody looks me straight in the eye anymore.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to find something out for me. I don't know if there's anything to find, but I need someone to try. My wife was taken from our home by Legion slavers one night while I was on watch. They knew when to come and what route to take, and they only took Carla. Someone set it up. I don't know who.
You're trying to track down your wife?
My wife's dead. I want the son of a bitch who sold her.
What do I do if I find this person?
Bring him out in front of the nest here while I'm on duty. I work nights. I'll give you my NCR beret to put on. It'll be our signal so I know you're standing with him. And I'll take care of the rest. I need to do this myself.
How do you know your wife is dead?
I know, all right. That's all you need to know.
I'll see what I can do to help you out.
Good. I'll make it worth your while. And one more thing. We shouldn't speak again. Not until it's over. No one in town knows that I know what happened to my wife. Best they never know. Or the Legion will be after me next.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the texture issue on your wrist there, Boone. Did Cliff? Oh no.
How you doing?
I was like, did Cliff leave? No, he's just sitting down really low. I know. We all know who did it. Hey.
I hope you're finding everything to your liking.
Can you... What can you tell me about Boone's wife?
How should I put it? I guess you could say she was kinda like a cactus flower. Real pretty to look at, but there was just no getting close to her. She never did take to living here. She liked the big lights and fast living of New Vegas. I got the feeling she was trying to get Boone to leave with her, but I guess she got tired of waiting.
Oh, is that what you think? What's wrong with Boone?
Nothing that wouldn't be wrong with any man who loses a wife, I suppose. Poor dear. I know he thinks she was kidnapped, but I'm not so sure she didn't just run off on her own. You could tell she was thinking about it ever since they arrived. Watch out for strangers.
What time is it? I'll look at this clock like it's gonna tell me the time. Every clock on Fallout says the exact same thing. The time of the bombing. 3:17, okay. We can wait, or we can go talk to this guy in here. This former NCR ranger. What's going on here? What are you doing? Just having a little sit down?
Howdy.
Yeah. Ranger Andy. You in here, Ranger Andy? Here he is.
We haven't met yet. You must be new in town. I'm Andy.
Hi, Andy. What can you tell me about Boone's wife?
Carla was a knockout. Whenever Boone walked around with her, he always had this funny grin on his face like he couldn't believe his luck. I know we couldn't. That wasn't the only reason she stuck out, though. That girl never minced words. If she'd had better food or hospitality, she'd let you hear it. Trouble was, she usually had. I don't think she meant it. She really was a sweet girl. I think she just wanted to remind herself that there's still nicer places in this world than Novac. Who could blame her for that?
What's wrong with Boone?
Had his wife taken. I don't think he'll ever be the same as he was. Damn shame. I told the rangers up at the station to keep an eye out, but there's just too much ground out there for them to cover.
What do you do here, Andy?
Right now, a whole lot of sitting on my keister and counting cracks in the ceiling. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. On better days, I help keep the peace. Boone and Vargas watch the road. I watch the town. Tell myself I'm doing some good.
You're with the NCR, right?
Was with them. That was back when my arm and leg used to work better. I still like to pretend I'm a ranger, though. I'll check in with the guys up at the station pretty regular on the ham radio. Sometimes they stop by, tell me they're paying their respects, the smug bastards. They haven't been responding to me last couple days. I guess they got tired of hearing me talk, but it still got me a little worried. Hell, listen to me talk, like some damn mother hen.
Would you feel better if I checked in on your NCR friends?
No. They're gonna think I'm having trouble letting go. They're good soldiers. I don't give them enough credit.
Tell me about the Rangers.
They're the NCR's finest. A one-man platoon, each of them. You got a job where even thinking about it would scare a man senseless? That's when you bring in the Rangers. And if you see a squad of veterans, guys who are in their black armor, well, you won't find a more beautiful sight.
Did you do something to your leg?
Yeah, twice. Actually, the first time, it was more like half my body.
Oof.
Knocked me out of the Rangers.
Oof.
This time, it's mostly just reminded me how useless I've gotten.
What happened?
A few years back, we get a tip that some Legion slavers were holed up in this burnt-out house a few clicks from where we were stationed. We get there and it's deserted. No sign anyone's been there. I mean, nothing. As we're leaving, I hear something behind me. I turn around and there's this kid, just skin and bone, and he's looking up at us and he's scared half to death. Been hiding in a closet.
What did you do?
I go to grab him out of there and I notice he's holding something in his hand. Something metal. He shuts himself back in the closet, and that's when I see the grenade he's left by my feet. They do it a lot, the Legion, using kids. They know we'll hesitate. Anyway, that was the first time. Second time, I fell down those stairs in front of the motel, just in case I got to thinking I'd put it all behind me.
Your body is injured, not your mind. You're kidding yourself if you think you're useless.
People don't exactly line up to find out what's in my head. Can't remember the last time someone suggested I knew something worth knowing. You know, maybe there's something I can do for you. Since you've gone to all the trouble of flattering a crippled old soldier, there's a move we have in the Rangers for knocking an opponent off his feet. Saved my butt a bunch of times, maybe it will for you too. Let me show you how it's done.
I'll never remember to use that. Not once, I promise. If I use it, it'll be accidental. Okay. So now we can go back to that ranger station and see what's happened. We were driving through Canada. We were going up to Alaska to visit my husband's family. And no lie, we stayed at a hotel designed exactly like this. Right down to this door. These two doors. And we stayed, yeah, it was eerie. We walked in and I'm like, oh my God, this is, I mean, I know this design of the hotel is, you know, was common for an era, but I actually hadn't encountered one. And when we got in there, I was like, holy heck, this is the Novak Hotel. And when we got into the room itself was like the exact same layout. It's like, this is the exact same style of hotel. What time is it? Okay. I think we have time to go down there. Because we want to go into the hotel office at night. Oh, I got no gun. Where's my gun at? Good thing I saved it. Wow. Okay. I was looking up these crashing problems I have to see if there was a common theme. You know, maybe it's a particular mod I have or my load order's bad, and no. Just over the course of the last few years, it seems to be you know, even going back as far as 5 years, it just seems to be a common New Vegas problem. I'm not unique. I'm sure my mods exacerbate the problem, but it seems to be a problem people with just plain vanilla also have. So, just save the game often, I guess. Hello? Are you all dead now? No, he's alive.
McCarran doesn't like it when civilians wander into military outposts, so if you're here on business, better make it quick.
This is the guy I expected to yell at me the first time I wandered in here. What was that about McCarran?
Radio signal out here can be pretty spotty because of all the hills. Sometimes our scheduled updates don't go through. When it happens enough times, they send someone over to check up on us. Lately, we've been getting extra medical supplies for some reason. I'm in no rush to give the supplies back, either.
Mind if I take some of those extra medical supplies?
I shouldn't have said anything in the first place, and I'd rather not get you into the habit of crossing the NCR.
What is this place?
Ranger Station Charlie. We're responsible for keeping the highway up through Novax civilized.
Anything unusual happening around here?
All quiet at the moment. Ranger Beaumont is in charge here, but he's off leading a patrol.
Tell me about the Rangers.
We're part scout, part commando, part sheriff. The training is brutal, and I'd say 8 out of 10 recruits washes out before the end. Before you get your ranger badge, you've got to prove you can be quieter than a shadow, and more ferocious than a deathclaw.
Are there a lot of Rangers in the Mojave?
Couple dozen, I'd say. Most of them posted at stations like this one. We either man the station or patrol the immediate area.
How does someone become a Ranger?
The Rangers mostly draw from the basic NCR army. A trooper who shows exceptional skill at fighting and scouting can be nominated for the training.
Let's talk about, something else.
Sure.
That's it. Goodbye.
See you around.
And I immediately pull my gun on him. I thought eventually something catastrophic happens here. Am I wrong? Ugh, my disgusting cat smells. He's not disgusting. He's good. He's a good boy. He smells, though. He smells disgusting. No way in those trailers. Alright, I guess I'll just go back to Novak. Okay, bye. Maybe I can tell Ranger Andy that they're okay. I just feel like running in this game is so slow compared to newer Bethesda games. What's this piece of hair doing on my head? What are you doing? Okay. Almost side parts. There's a Nightkin quest here we can do. I can talk to this person.
Look who's here.
Look who's here.
Hey there. In from out of town, ain't you? Name's Dusty.
Hi, Dusty. What can you tell me about Boone's wife?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't really know them two as well as I might. I remember she had an edge about her, like she'd rather be someplace else. This kind of life ain't for everyone, that's for darn sure.
What do you do here in Novak?
Oh, I tend to my ranch, that's about it. Alice will tell you, I don't get out a whole lot.
How is business lately?
You must mean what's left of it. Somebody's been attacking our animals at night. We're down to less than half of what we had a few weeks back.
Tell me what you know about the attacks.
Every night around midnight, Alice and I'll wake up to some crazy hollering and gunshots. You'd think the world was ending all over again. But it's just one animal each night. They don't take it or carve it up or nothing. Just leave it there, all full of holes.
I'll see if I can catch whoever's responsible.
We'd be grateful. especially if you find them before they get my whole stock. But don't go getting yourself killed over it. Alice and I'll find a way to make do. Always have.
Okay.
So long.
Hi, Else. Just a bunch of folk standing around. Really not much to do. Guess I'm just gonna have to kill time.
Who sent you? I ain't talking. They tried to get me to talk before, but I didn't say nothing. And I don't aim to now, by gum.
Who tried to make you talk?
Confounded no bark, you done it again. You let on that you know things. Now they'll never let you be. All right, stranger, you got me. What do you want to know?
Why do they call you No Bark?
'Cause they know I ain't just barking here. What I say has got bite, 'cause it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Them quack doctors can say what they want about all the rat scorpion stings that done pierced my skull. I know what I seen.
Mm-hmm. What do you know about the abduction of Boone's wife?
Seen it all. Seen shadowy folk come to his room and leave again in the middle of the night. Thought one might have gone in the lobby, too, for a spell. Could be that person went in to get something. Or used the John, maybe. Mighty interesting either way, you ask me. I thought it was cannibals, come to eat us all for sure. So I kept out of sight. But now I know better.
Who was it?
More rat men. Come up from the underneath to steal young women with promises of riches and fancy mud mansions with all the latest designer appliances. They covered our lady folks' long hair for wigs, it said, being either bald or balding themselves.
What's been going on in town?
There's been things of a disturbing nature going on at the McBride Corral. Seems every night one of their herd meets a most unnatural death. And always there's holes all over the body. Work of the chupacabra, the livestock vampire, says No Bark. But they don't pay no mind. Too many holes, they say, and there's bullets in them. Well, says No Bark, we got a chupacabra with an automatic weapon. And that's when they get real quiet, because now they see the predicament we're in.
What else do you know about the deaths at the corral?
I come face to face with the chupacabra himself one night, whilst I was investigating whether this gecko was hiding his treasure from me. He was the meanest, ugliest chupacabra you could imagine. Had 2 heads and fangs down to the ground. Best I could tell anyways, since when he come up to me he was invisible. Had himself a blunderbuss, what would rotate and shoot bullets real fast out of a backpack. Never seen nothing like it. Walked right past me having an argument with somebody. But I only saw one chupacabra, so I guess the other fella had to be invisible too. Only more invisible than the other one.
Is anything interesting happening in the area?
Folks will tell you that they seen ghouls up near the rocket factory. Sensationalist hooey, cooked up by superstitious yokels, seeing phantoms of their own imagining.
Yeah, 'cause ghouls are the weird thing. What do you think is actually at the factory?
Ghosts. Commie ghosts what don't know they're dead. Hoping to steal our rockets so they can fly up and paint the moon pink and draw a Lenin face on it. I seen one of them disappear and reappear before my very eyes. Although, being a scientist, I have to admit I might have just blinked for longer than usual, what with the shock of seeing a commie ghost and so forth.
Has anyone been acting strange lately?
I don't trust a man that doesn't have something strange going on about him.
Fair.
'Cause it means he's hiding it from you. If a man's wearing his pants on his head, or if he says his words backwards from time to time, you know it's all laid out there for you. But if he's friendly to strangers and keeps his home spick and span, more often than not he's done something even his own ma couldn't forgive.
Not playing Caravan. Goodbye.
If anyone asks, we never spoke.
Fair. Alright. So, That's kind of like everyone except for Manny. And I don't want to talk to Manny. Hey, wait a second. What are you doing here?
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit if it ain't my old friend from Good Springs.
What are you doing in Novak?
Don't rightly know. I just got the notion to make my way to New Vegas. Reckon I'll find out when I get there.
So, what's the story with this place?
Novak? Nice enough place, I suppose, but between you and me, when I rolled into town, my skin started to itch. Watch yourself.
It's nice to see a friendly face out here.
Likewise, friend, likewise. Is there anything old Vic can do you for?
You said the men that jumped me were heading this way, right?
No, don't believe I did. But you might ask around. The Novak folk usually see anyone traveling this way.
Let's see.
Likewise. Well, this ain't New Vegas, but I reckon.
He's not gonna.
Be
Okay. Is Jenny May still in her office? Go to bed. Get out of here. Go away. Don't you have a place to be? That's what I thought. Okay. Let's take a look here what we got. We, the representatives of the Council Officiorum, have this day bargained and purchased from Jenny May Crawford to the Township of Novak the exclusive rights to the ownership and sale of the slave Carla Boone for the sum of 1,000 bottle caps, and those of her unborn child for the sum of 500 bottle caps. And the receipt whereof is hereby acknowledged. We warrant the slave and her young to be sound, healthy, and slaves for life. We covenant with the said Jenny May Crawford that we have full power to bargain and sell the slave and her offspring. Payment of additional 500 bottle caps will be due pending successful maturation of the fetus, the claim to which shall be guaranteed by possession of this document. Legion writes some fancy contracts. Oh, that coffee machine doesn't work. All right.
I hope you're finding everything to your liking.
Hey, Jenny May. Come with me. There's something you should see in front of the dinosaur.
Okay, if that's what you think.
Okay. Hat. Hat, 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 hat. Oh, Boone's the daytime sniper. I have to do this during the day, don't I? Dang it. Okay. Well. Oh, nope, there we go. Okay. So I changed what lighting mod I was using. Huh? Okay, bye Cliff. I'm definitely not gonna sneak into your unit here. I was just about to say I changed my interior lighting mod, hoping that it would help. But it still looks like garbage, doesn't it? Yeah, looks like garbage. Okay, let me fix that real quick. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with these... with my weird textures, my weird lighting. Reloading it seems to help. Just gonna take one. I'm gonna need more of these, I think, later. Isn't there that gun in here? I remember that. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I think I'm wrong. Oh no, there it is. Oh no, my karma. Don't worry. I'll get that karma back. It's so easy to get karma in this game. Okay. I don't know who stole all your stuff. Let's talk to Boone. You out here still? I reloaded my game. One of my saves was corrupted. Hey, bud.
That's it then. How did you know?
Found a bill of sale.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It'd be like them to keep paperwork. Here. This is all I can give. I think our dealings are done here.
I already got karma to make up for what I did. What will you do after this?
I don't know. I won't be staying, I know that. Don't see much point in anything right now, except hunting legionaries. Maybe I'll wander. Like you.
Come with me. Let's go after the Legion.
You don't want to do that.
I do. I thought snipers worked in teams.
Yeah. Working on your own, you're a lot less effective. I've been there and paid for it. But this isn't gonna end well. Fine. Let's get out of here.
So now Niner should be dismissed. Time is it? Time is it? Oh, it's almost midnight. We gotta go. We got to go, Boone. Here he comes. Sorry, bud.
Can't.
So that problem's been solved. Ta-da! Sorry about all your Brahmin. Hey, you guys, you standing around? You know, there's a...
What can I do for you?
Are
you sure? You won't be able to read in the dark as well. In that case, stand just like that. Bye.
Fine. All right. I wonder if Niner's just gonna hang out in my hotel room. I did. I think I do have like a companion sandboxing mod. I wonder if he's gonna stick around here. Yep, he is. He could just stay here. Not going to use this. So that's fine. Okay. So, Niner, you're in charge of the Novak motel room now. This is your home. The next thing, we could do RepCon, but I want to see what the RepCon requirements are for helping the group their stuff. Okay, 55 science. Okay, it says I need 55 science, which I'm working toward that for, I think, repairing Edie anyway. Eddie, I think. I'm thinking Edie because isn't that her name in Mass Effect? So let's see where I'm at. Skills. I need 10 more. Okay, so we'll hold off on RepCon till then. We could do Helios. We could do Helios, or we could just head right for New Vegas. I think Helios, I might need some higher science too. Maybe not. I feel like that's sort of a higher science thing. We'll just head right for New Vegas. And then we'll amp up our science and our repair. And then we'll come back and do RepCon and Helios once we get those up a little bit higher. We're almost there. I don't feel like we'll need to wait too long. Yeah, I would love to figure out what it is that turns all of my textures black at a certain point. Because it's interesting. They won't be black, and then at a certain point during my playthrough, they'll turn black, and then it's reset by restarting my game. I've not had that. I've never had that problem with New Vegas before. And I've tried to Google it. Me Googling. And I've not come across anyone with that exact problem. Of course, that doesn't mean that I could just be searching for it the wrong way, using the wrong words. Google's usually pretty good about showing me a Reddit post of someone complaining. I'm just gonna have to clean my save because it's like bad tonight. I haven't uninstalled. I've only uninstalled like 2 mods, Impact and a lighting mod. And the lighting mod, the guy said it shouldn't make a difference. An Impact, could make a difference, I suppose. Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh, boy. No, I don't like it at all, in fact. Who is... I'm... Unsubscribe. Where is he? I'm trying to get to that gas station. Because I think that's a map marker. There he is. Do I have a longer range gun? Not really. I put all my rifles away, didn't I? Yeah, sneaking. So who's doing that to me? Who's got this gun that's just murdering me? What is this? What is this weapon? And is he now out of ammo for it? Just kind of had to wait it out, I guess. Oh, it was a grenade rifle is what it was. Okay. I was like, what is he shooting me with? That hurts so bad. That makes sense. Makes sense. Not used to being shot with a grenade rifle. See, what do we got in here? I'm not going to be traveling with Cass. Cass is who you use that yeast to make beer with Cass. After I was like, in that other video, my second video, I was like, what is this yeast for? I looked it up. It's like, oh, okay. No wonder I know it. Don't know what that yeast is for. It's because I never travel with Cass. Ah, my face is so itchy. Probably got some sunset sarsaparilla I could drink here. Look for some caps, right? Oh my god, I got a lot. There we go. The guy with special dialogue, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Howdy, little lady.
Howdy. What's your story, stranger?
My story's a long one, friend, and I can't say as it's all that interesting.
Nevertheless, I am interested.
Well, I was born in a little town out Montana way. Me and Ma didn't have much, ever since my pa up and left.
Typical pa. Your father up and abandoned you?
That he did. Never did know why. Ma always said he was a real mysterious fella, even when he was with her. Like he was a stranger sometimes.
I'm sure, sounds like you miss him. Is that why you're out here wandering?
Maybe. Maybe I just never felt like I belonged back home.
It must be, let's see. You were better off without him. You became your own man, outside of his shadow.
I suppose there's that. But a man ought to know his own paw. And a woman oughtn't to have to work herself to an early grave to provide for her family.
That's true.
After Ma died, I guess I wanted to find my paw and get some answers from him. Been out here looking ever since, but he ain't an easy man to find.
My dad ran away to Idaho. I was 15 at the time, and I was the last kid in the house, but it wasn't easy on my mom. Let's see. And what will you do when you find him?
Can't say as I really know. Maybe I'll just ask him why. Maybe I'll punch him right in the mouth. Hell, the more I talk about it, the more the whole damn thing sounds like a dumb idea.
Sounds like you should move on. Settle down, maybe?
Maybe I should. Don't suppose you know any place a fella with a guitar might find a job, huh?
Can't say that I do, sorry. But I'll keep my ear out.
Well, it was worth a shot.
That's a mighty fine guitar you got there.
Oh, this old thing? Why, thanks, friend. This here guitar is just about the only thing my daddy left me.
Have you been playing long?
Just about my whole life. Ever since my daddy left Ma and me and went off to roam the wastes.
Goodbye.
So long, friend.
Sorry for all the neurotic saving. I've had so many problems tonight that I'm just gonna keep doing it. Some nights I have no problems, and some nights I have all the problems. This the overpass? Yeah. There's a little settlement here at this overpass. Little bar and store. I think that's this place. Yeah. We're almost to Vegas. Cass here?
Hey.
Veronica. Hi.
Welcome to the 188 Slopping Shop. Like our slogan says, it's better than nothing.
I'd like to see what you have for sale.
You bet.
That's a good talent you got there, sir. That's it. All right. Who are you?
Samuel Kerr at your service. Me and my daughter Michelle run this fine establishment. We came here from Prim about a month past. Doesn't look like much, but it's one hell of a location.
You sound awfully familiar, like half of the people in this game. Why'd you leave Prim?
Michelle and I ran a little shop in Prim till a prison break north of town spoiled it for everyone. Goddamn convicts just about shut down I-15. When traffic dried up, we took to our heels to find us some customers. I'm not one to sit around waiting to get saved, and Michelle ain't neither.
Why's business so good here?
When 15 shut down, 95 became the route NCR citizens used to get to the Strip, or limp back home, after the Strip's drained them of caps. We get 'em coming and going. Coming, the suckers flush with caps they saved to gamble on the Strip. And going, the same folks, but now they're losers who'll trade you the shirt off their backs so they don't starve before they make it back home. Add in the troopers marching back and forth from McCarran and the Dam, and well, let's just say we don't miss Prim.
Alright, cool.
Come back soon now.
Veronica, someday I'll do your stuff. I'm sure of it.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
I bet they did. Gonna hear that again. Alright, we'll see how far we get. I've had a lot of hiccups, so I'll keep going for a little bit longer. I'm not sure if I'll make it. Well, it's actually not that far away, but there's a lot of buildings between here and there that I want to explore. Come on, Boone. I just want to look at your texture. Yeah, you're arm texture looks bad. But I'm gonna try to not look at it too much. Because at least his face and clothes look better. Yeah, his arm bothers me. I hate it. I could try to find a different Boone mod, but a lot of them like change the fundamental like look of Boone away from vanilla, and I want my potato head man. Okay. Is this the gas station? No, this is not the gas station where there are mines. Not this one. Gas station. It's not gas. Fueling station? Is that more accurate to say? There we go. Here's Repcon. I was like, I know there's something over here. Oh, my hair is really doing stuff today. Robots are gonna yell at me. Hate getting yelled at by robots. Let's see. Oh. What do you got on you? Yeah, that's fine. Oh. Well. Can't really... I mean, there's stuff I can do in Repcon. I can take the tour.
Hello. Please remember visiting hours are from 10 a.m. until 5.
Can I use the bathroom? Anything good in here? No. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me.
Of course. Don't let me keep you.
Okay. Okay. So I'll come back to Repcon at another point. I could just kill these robots. I guess I could just murder these robots. It's not murder the robots. Should we just destroy the robots? I don't know. I just usually don't. I usually take the tour. I feel bad though.
You have been warned.
I feel bad. But I wanna get in here. Well, he's not gonna mess with me, so I guess he doesn't care. Okay. I guess it's just some maintenance robot that yells at me. I thought that this other robot was gonna holler at me. I thought they were both gonna turn on me. But that's not the case. Yeah, see. Everything in here is harder than what I can do. The tour is very funny. We can take the tour. We can end the video. And then the robot. If we take the tour, I think the robot will open that door for us. So let's do that.
Welcome to Repcon headquarters, Rocketeer. Come all this way to see our little facility, have you?
Golly, sure have.
I'm here to answer any and all questions you may have, within specified parameters. And if you'd like, I can provide a tour of our museum.
Well, gee whiz, I would love a tour of the museum.
Excellent, excellent. Please be patient. The tour will begin in just a moment. Ready for the RepCon tour, Rocketeers? Courtesy of the fine folks at Robco, I'll be your guide today on the path of scientific discovery.
You ready, Boone? Let's go.
In the lead-lined case behind me is a spent radioactive rod from one of our old reactors. No need to stand too close. Let's move along, shall we?
Don't see it in there.
Look here, a row of multicolored plasma fuels. Careful, they may look safe to drink, but your stomach is the last place they should be. Why the difference in cylinder size? Refining our production methods has resulted in higher yields of fuel over time. That's why. To my right, you can see a sample of some old safety barrels RepCon once used to store radioactive waste. Perfectly safe. On my left is an example of a mountain of RepCon safety barrels some legislators claim are poisoning our environment. Ridiculous.
Oh, can you believe the lies they would tell about your safety barrels? Looks safe to me.
Behind me is our most recent rocket project, which we're keeping under our hats until launch, if you'll pardon the expression. And in front of me is a model, not actual size, of the launch dome we are using to send our rockets screaming into orbit.
We'll go there later.
Now these colorful fellows behind me are RepCon's earliest experiments in flight. Feel free to read the plaques and learn, Rocketeers.
Do my Stardew Valley half steps here.
Now for the highlight of our tour. Due to a generous donation from Robco, this next exhibit showcases the wondrous world of robots. Around you are the incredible iBot, the fearsome SentryBot, and the always helpful Mr. Handy. That helpfulness runs through our whole line. This is the final stop on our tour. This model of our solar system is a small example of where the partnership between Robco and RepCon hopes to go. See those little rockets zipping about? They are manned by robots, tirelessly looking for resources to mine on planets beyond our own. And that's it for our tour today, Rocketeers. Robco and its tiny partner RepCon thank you. Any further questions, please feel free to ask. Yes? Did you have a question?
What can you tell me about RepCon?
I can answer whatever questions you'd like, provided your query is limited to RepCon history, research and development, or Robco.
Tell me about RepCon's history.
RepCon's illustrious history began way back in 2054, shortly after the famous Delta-11 rocket was completed and launched. RepCon's initial focus was on the development of fuel to be used in orbital propulsion, in response to the energy crisis of 2052. Sad times indeed. The company really took off when Robco purchased RepCon in late 2076 to develop unmanned rockets to explore the solar system.
What about its research and development?
As you may already know, RepCon is an industry leader in producing alternative fuels for military and scientific purposes. RepCon scientists were pioneers in fission-based propulsion systems, and have recently had some very exciting breakthroughs with plasma systems. The recent partnership with Robco has freed our engineers from mundane business matters, allowing them to focus solely on future projects.
Tell me about Robco.
Robco Industries purchased RepCon in 2075 to assist with some of Robco's military projects, as well as developing unmanned space exploration. The relationship between Robco and RepCon is mutually beneficial, and we hope that both companies bolster each other well into the next century.
That's enough about RepCon.
Very well. Feel free to ask me more about RepCon at any time. Don't be shy. The tour showcases RepCon's amazing scientific contributions, and the promise of many more, coupled with its parent company, Robco.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Rocketeer. Be sure to visit again. Oh, and please, for your own safety, stay outside of restricted areas.
Okay. We'll go back and read the plaques. I just have to say, getting Matt Berry to play being the voice of the Mr. Handies for the Fallout show was choice. I love Matt Berry, as is right and proper, and he was just a perfect fit. Boring old rod, or what's this? A dull old rod? Not so, Rocketeers. This dull rod once powered RepCon's old nuclear-propelled rockets and still contains harmless *, traces of radioactive material. As an exercise, stare closely *, at the rod and try to spot the telltale glow. While this case is lead-lined, standard in these cases, not specifically requested for this display, do not touch, look, or stand too close to this exhibit. Keep your legs moving and see the rest of the museum. We've all heard stories that radiation is dangerous, fact or fiction. A common sight in factories, military installations, and basements of selected government-funded middle schools, these safety barrels are just what the name implies: safe. While their attractive coloring can be interpreted as a warning, for RepCon, it's an invitation to a future filled with nuclear power. Rhetorical questions and nomenclature of exhibit items cannot be used as a basis for criminal prosecution. Why look here? A pile of itty-bitty safety barrels, all nestled together like a family sitting down to dinner. Now, while it's claimed that even the safest nuclear waste disposal procedures see poison into the environment that never ever goes away, in RepCon's case, we say it all depends on where you put them. And Nevada's just the place. Nomenclature for hazardous waste barrels as per RepCon's glossary specs. Hold up, Rocketeers, what's this? This trio of cylinders isn't a trio of cylinders at all. They're containers holding what some scientists call plasma. Can you say plasma? RepCon's always looking to the future, and in our future, we don't have to worry about radiation, health risks, or lawsuits when using this new and improved fuel source to blast our rockets into and out of the sky. Clarification: cylinders and plasma are factually correct designations of display items, both by definition and by the scientific community. Just like the rockets you see here, we're aimed at the sky, but we've got a ceiling in the way. See, Rocketeers, while RepCon was focused on non-radioactive propulsion engines, we still need to sneak back and use some of our older, proven techniques with nuclear-driven engines to make space travel a reality. Partnered with our new buddy Robco, we've dug up older, cheaper technology for upcoming orbital projects. No worries, even if you can't always see what we're up to up there, we can see you. Any implication of radioactive materials as negative is unintentional and in no way reflects Robco or its subsidiary RepCon. Force your parents a short drive south and you'll see the retractable dome of RepCon's launch facility, not actual size. You may have heard wild stories about rocket flights and their impact on nearby towns and communities, but RepCon feels you can't put a price on space exploration. After all, Rocketeers, you do want to go into space someday, don't you? Statement is figurative and inadmissible as evidence in a court of law. Officially called the Z43G21P by silly engineers, we prefer to call this little scrapper by its true nickname, a green bean. After all, which would you prefer in your backyard garden, a smoldering Z4352-1P or a green bean? One sounds like it belongs if mentioned on the news, and make news it did. Featuring RepCon's plasma engine, it was so newsworthy that we decided to make the quantum matter modulation unit we decided to take the quantum matter modulation now and see if we could use it for non-explosive uses. Rocket nickname chosen after results of first trial landing. V29321G may look like a big fat red rocket, Rocketeers, but old Fatty here ran circles around Earth not so long ago, so let's see you keep up. Sure, V29321G's re-entry gave it its more commonly known nickname, Big Fat Fiery Fred, but here at RipCon we chose to focus on successes and apply what we learned about explosive resistant shielding to future models and even our landing platforms. Elon, make note. The newly reconstructed RepCon's launch facility was a direct beneficiary of this discovery. This sleek and purple R77293A needle nose is what happens when you mix fossil and plasma in a rocket and shake it up. The fossil fuels punch this sharp-nosed tear through the sky, and the plasma is used to shoot it through space to planets where RepCon can mine more fossil fuels, continuing the whole cycle again. Interplanetary mining and resource rights still in negotiation.
How may I serve you, mistress?
Robco's always had an eye for robotics, and this little fellow is no different. This robotic marvel can not only recognize your face and voice with advanced facial and auditory recognition technology, it can also broadcast video and audio as well. Think of it. All the sights and sounds of your radio and TV in your living room at home blasted directly at you on the street, subway, bathroom, or wherever you may be. Never fear, you'll never miss a news bulletin or a presidential address again, no matter where you are. Exhibit brought to you by your friends at Robco. Sounds like hell, to be honest. You can never have too many hands. 3, why not 4? That was Robco's inspiration behind the popular and cost-effective Mr. Handy model, the first of the line shown here. Always a help around the household, whether with Mom in the kitchen using its titanium circular power saw, or in the garage with Dad using his armor-piercing laser array. Mr. Handy is not just helpful, he's your friend too. Exhibit brought to you by your friends at Robco. Let's take a look at this OG. Yep, looks great. Alright, 2 more. 3 more. Whoa, watch your step. You don't want to be facing this fearsome fellow if you accidentally stumble into a restricted area, have done so many times. Whether sporting the latest in dual miniguns, rockets, or laser cannons, the Sentry Bot not only takes its job seriously, it also takes no prisoners. It's proof of Robco's commitment to defense that these deadly guards are concealed in chambers throughout this facility, so let it be a warning. Watch where you step, or out'll come Robco, guns blazing. Exhibit brought to you by your friends at Robco. Some folks have asked, why not a Protectron with wheels? Robco wasn't afraid to answer that question. The Protectobot is the answer. While safety standards prevented this freewheeling dynamo from entering the mass market production despite Robco's best intentions and teams of lawyers, we take consolation in letting you see this extremely well-funded experiment as it was intended. A robot moving so fast, it looks like it's standing still. Exhibit brought to you by your friends at Robco. A model of our solar system, not actual size. Beautiful, isn't it? Robco, with its subsidiary RepCon, has often gazed into the night sky, seeing the rich pageant of stars and planets above us. Our goal? To send unmanned rockets to these and other systems, seeing their beauty firsthand while mining even deeper into each planet's surface for precious resources needed here at home. This is our promise to mankind, extending our reach into a future where the number of Robco and RepCon rockets matches the stars in the sky. This exhibit brought to you by your friends at Robco. Cool. Alright, I feel like this is where it's gonna start to get dicey. Maybe not. Oh, key card. That's what we need downstairs. 75, huh? Yeah, we're a long way from that. But we can use the key card here. Yeah, there we go. Hi.
Unauthorized facial pattern detected. Valid security badge detected. Temporary access granted. Please complete employee registration with security.
Okay. Where's security? Is this security? Where's security? Maybe we don't have... the skills required. Yeah, see, this is... So... we're just gonna end up getting in fights with every robot, which is a great way to level up, I suppose, but I think I just prefer not to do that. I don't have a lot of stim packs. I do have a lot of food, but I think I'd rather just kill raiders, deal with Benny, level up, do some of the story, then come back and do this. That boring? Should I just kill the robots and level up? How much food do I have? I have a lot of Sunset Sarsaparilla and I have some stim packs. A lot. You know what? I'll think about it. We'll end here, and I guess I'll think about it. And then when we come back, I'll have made my decision. I just really like solving things using skills instead of violence. But maybe I try something different next time. Alright, we'll figure it out. I'll sleep on it. So, well, okay. So, I've made you a plate of handballs for the road, and if you get hungry or tired, I want you to pull off onto the rest area and eat them, and when you get home I want you to call me and let the phone ring twice so I know you've made it home safely. All right? Okay. Make sure you drive safe. Love you.